And talking about the German national team known as Diamantscharf, their head coach Joachim Löw says Arsenal midfielder Mesut Ozil was one of his players who underperformed at the just concluded FIFA World Cup in Russia. Germany crashed out at the group stage after they were beaten 2-0 by South Korea. They finished bottom of the group. The midfielder wasn't part of Löw's team in Germany's second group game against Sweden, following the surprise 1-0 defeat to Mexico in the opening game, but was recalled for the crucial match against South Korea. But the Arsenal midfielder, who has been heavily criticized during the tournament, was unable to inspire Germany to the win they required. And now Ozil has called it quits with Diamantscharf, the German national team, and Joachim Löw is not happy with this situation. Well, joining me live from Germany to discuss the situation about the German national team, Diamantscharf, and the situation involving Mesut Ozil is a sports journalist, Omar Voa Akatuba. Omar, good morning to you.
Good morning, Mia, and good to be on your show.
Well, Omar, let's take a look at them, the German national team. They were the oldest before the 2018 FIFA World Cup got underway, and astonishingly, they crashed out in the group stage of the tournament. Now, Joachim Löw has been offered an extended contract, which he has signed. But let's talk about Mesut Ozil at this point in time. He seems to be the scapegoat of the German national team. What's your take on Ozil deciding to retire from the national team?
Well, I think that it was a tough decision for him to take. Having been in the center of the storm after Germany ignominiously exited the World Cup, of course, because of the picture with a figure that is not really liked in Germany, Recep Tayyip Erdogan. That provoked all kinds of criticisms even before the World Cup. And of course, Ozil was asked to explain his decision to meet such a figure, even though Erdogan is the president of the country of his family. Of course, that caused a lot of problems in media. And of course, Ozil didn't, make a comment before, during, and even after the World Cup. And of course, this got to a point where he couldn't handle it anymore, and he decided to resign. So, I mean, for me, I think that Ozil's resignation, really doesn't even solve the problem, because Ozil still didn't come out to explain to the people of Germany is the motive behind the decision to meet Recep Tayyip Erdogan. But I think that it was time for both parties to definitely part ways, because, there was already animosity, and it's difficult to operate in a situation like that. Ozil's World Cup was affected, whether you like it or not, by the Erdogan's controversy that started before the World Cup. It was so much in the media, and the DFB couldn't manage the situation properly. So this somehow affected Ozil himself, and you could see it all over him during the World Cup. His body language was evident. He couldn't give his best. Of course, not just him. The German national team as a whole.
Now, let's come to the German national team as a whole. Sorry to cut you short, Omar. The German national team as a whole didn't get it right, but it is astonishing to realize that the German Football Federation have decided to give Joachim Löw a new contract to 2022. That's the next World Cup in Qatar. In different environments like Nigeria, some of the opinion that Gennett Ross should be allowed to go or stay, since late Stephen Okechukwu could indeed play in the next round. And then this team had the best of preparation without any distraction. But Germany, after so much investment, with the array of stars in the national team, exiting the tournament in the group stages and giving the coach a contract extension. It's alarming, most especially in this part of the world.
Exactly, and these are two different worlds. For example, in Germany, there's what you call job security. It's something very common in Germany, and Germans believe absolutely in continuity. If you go through the history of Joachim Löw's relationship with the German Football Federation, you will now understand why they gave him a contract extension. Yes, I was shocked, to be honest, because Joachim Löw also has his fault in all of this, imbroglio that we've all, had with the German national team. He didn't manage the team well. He made a lot of very, very, very questionable decisions, took some players who had no business going to the World Cup. But I won't say all of that. The German national team, the German Football Federation, I beg your pardon, I think are looking at the future. Lowe became the coach in 2006. And in 2008, he got to the final of the European Championship, losing to Spain. In 2010, he lost the World Cup semi-final to the same Spain. In 2012, he lost in the semi-final to Italy. And in 2014, he won the World Cup. So you can see the trajectory. You can see how he has progressed. And then coming to 2018 in Russia to completely capitulate. I think that they looked at the man and they looked at the future of the country, future of football. And they decided to give him an extension because they believe that Germany has all it takes to rebuild. Look at how they won the Confederations Cup before the World Cup without even some of their biggest stars. It shows to you that Lowe is a man who's got a vision, in spite of this, flaw of Russia 2018. They believe in him and they believe that he can rejig and rejuvenate things as far as the German national team is concerned again.
Omar, finally in 60 seconds, you were in Russia for the 2018 World Cup and then you saw the Super Eagles team. What's your take on the Genet's Raw to Third side and their performance at the Mundial?
It was poor. I mean, I can't say more. It was a poor performance. I don't believe in celebrating mediocrity. All the talk about, oh, we tried against Argentina, oh, we're not too lucky against Croatia. For me, they don't hold any water. We didn't do well. It was a terrible performance. But of course, there are some positives, a lot of young players, and we can look forward to a very bright future.
Well, talking about a very bright future, I'm also a very big thank you, Omar Katuga, for joining us on the show live from Germany this morning.
Thank you very much, Mia.
Well, the